My team played your team in the
Yes.
Canadian Football League Western Final to
Yes.
crown the Western Division champions.
Yes.
And it was a very wild game, to say
It
the
was.
least.
Yeah.
So I did, my story about watching it is like I watched the first half at home, and then earlier in the week I got asked by the hockey team I used to manage. It's like, hey, can you come run music and announce for us at our home opener? I'm like, I guess so. I kind of wanted to watch the football game, because it's pretty important. But I'm like, of course, I said yes. I still love that team. So it's like they needed a hand. So I'm sitting in the announcing booth, and I'm watching the game on my phone. Okay? So there's hockey here.
Yes.
Yeah, hockey here.
Yeah.
Down here, watching my phone, watching football. So let's get your thoughts first on the last, say 5 minutes of that football game.
It was wild. Like, it was butt clenching scene. Like the words escape me, honestly. It was tense. It was wild. There was back and forth. There was like, it was for me, being a BC Lions fan, and I'm in British Columbia. Like, it wasn't necessarily a lock, but my God, were we like excited for the situation. And then it all went the other direction. It was just kind of wow.
Yeah.
Alicia and I went, like, it was date night for myself and Alicia, which we usually do on a Saturday night. We went to a bar, which is
That's out of character for you.
Yeah, it's very out of character
Yep.
for me and Alicia, right? But there's a bar that's like 2 blocks away from us, and a great restaurant. And we went there, and the place was hopping until it was not.
I've been in places like that where, it was really, really hyped up, and then whichever sport you were watching, and it goes away, like go the other way from what you were cheering for, and you can you can feel the air leave the room. Honestly, it's like,
exactly.
Oh no. And I'm gonna reference that later in some other stuff we're gonna be talking about. There's definite part about that. So the last minute and 7 seconds of that football game, Trevor Harris, quarterback for Saskatchewan Roughriders, puts together a drive of a lifetime, or of a career, I guess. That's probably the best way you can put it. I think they went like 78 yards in 7 plays or something like that. And then there was the controversial, according to some people, catch in the end zone with 11 seconds left.
Yeah.
I've seen stuff blown up all over the internet about it, that it wasn't a catch. Even the owner of the BC Lions, Amar Doman, stated he didn't think that it was a catch. I beg to differ, and so did the command center. What as a BC Lions fan, what's your thought on that?
It was interesting. Like, again, like, we were sitting in a bar, and we couldn't hear it, but we could see it, right?
Yeah.
And I thought it wasn't a catch. I thought, like, there's no way. But then, like, the replay and the officials and stuff like that, I was like, okay, I can kind of, okay, fine, that's fair.
Yeah.
Right. And it's tense because, like, this is a season-ending decision for one team, one way or another, right? Yep. So you just kind of have to roll with it, right?
Yeah, 100%. And I've seen it broke down in like slow motion and the best cameras that they had on the field at the time. What some people think is the ball hitting the turf is, in my opinion, his elbow.
Yeah.
The ball was higher up. If you're interested in what we're talking about, like, there's lots of YouTube videos or on Instagram or whatever that show the actual play. I'm not going to link it here, but it was a catch. And in my opinion, even if it wasn't, here's the thing. Even if it wasn't a catch, that was 1st and goal with So even if that ball was going to be blown dead, as not a catch, the Riders would have had 2 more chances to put it in on the goal line. I don't think they would have been denied that at all because
God, no.
It's just that that's just the way I feel, and I think that's the way that it was going to happen. So it was a big win, and I got to announce it at the hockey game. I was actually announcing the score in between plays at the hockey game, and people were cheering and stuff. And then when I got to announce that the Riders are going to the Grey Cup, the rink erupted because that's just the way it was. It's Saskatchewan, man.
That's got to be a feel-good feeling for you.
It was, it's a good feel. I'm picturing it back in my head what I was saying, and it's like I was pretty goddamn excited about it.
You should have taken a video of that. Like,
I actually
set the camera up facing you and then make the announcement. That would have been nice.
In hindsight, that's absolutely what I should have done, but I did not because
little that for next time.
Yeah, little too excited.
Yeah.
The reason why Saskatchewan fans are so excited right now is because it's the first time in 12 years since we've been to the Grey Cup. Yeah. I was at the last Grey Cup that the Riders won in 2013. Myself and a couple friends, and I'm sure we've talked about this before, but we're going to talk about it again. Sure. We, some friends and myself had season tickets that year. We just decided, we knew the Grey Cup was going to be in Regina. So we're like, let's get season tickets. Just for it was $600 a person or something. Like, it wasn't expensive at all. I ended up going to 10 home games that year. There's only 9 home games really in a regular season. So I went to, I think I missed 2 regular home games, but then I went to, I think, the preseason game and the Western semifinal and then the Grey Cup. Being in Regina when the Riders won the Cup at home was probably one of the coolest sporting experiences I've ever had.
No doubt.
Yeah, I mean, like, you couldn't beat it. I mean, like, people were walking around and, just high-fiving everybody, It was just, it was such a weird feeling, I guess, because the Riders have only won at that time, like, 3 Grey Cups in 110 years or whatever the hell it was. So it was our time. Coming to 2025, I think it's our time again this year. As you can tell with what I'm wearing, it's like we were talking about just before we went on. I am decked out in Rider gear today because either a media group or maybe it was the provincial government came out with a statement saying, like, wear green and white today. Wear your Rider stuff today. They want everywhere you go in Saskatchewan today. You want to be able to see the support for the team, right? And it's we don't have much else here.
We're a humble province.
Well, it's an accurate statement. Like, we have a professional lacrosse team, the Saskatchewan Rush. We have multiple WHL teams, so, but those are more like, it's not provincial, it's more regional, because there's a Saskatoon team, there's a Prince Albert team, Moose Jaw, Regina, like, there's all these other teams. So to have something provincially, it's big, like, and Rough Rider fans are crazy. I mean, I know because I am one. So, like, like the miles that people put on to go watch the Riders play is, like, insane.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard of people driving from, like, Edmonton with season tickets. Like, they would go every week to Rider games. That's a long drive.
That's not a bad idea for a trip, honestly.
Yeah. It's a Rider game in that new stadium. I guess it's not really new anymore, but watching a game there is a real good time. We should plan that for next summer.
Yeah, no, it's overdue that I need to make a trip out there.
Yeah.
Much like my beer making its way here. But
the postal strike is over now, or kind of. Yes. So maybe I'll do that after we're done this. I'll go send it.
Sure.
We'll see.
So just for reference sake, when it comes to CFL games, where the championship game is being held is predetermined at the beginning of the season.
It's usually 2 years before, 2 to 3.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So this year it was determined that it's going to be in Winnipeg, and I've been making a joke all week, all 2 weeks now, on the radio that the Winnipeg Blue Bombers are going to be at the CFL's Grey Cup game in the stands.
Yes, and that's a good spot for them.
Yeah,
It's a good spot for them.
So when it comes to like being a BC Lions fan, like I'm a hardcore BC Lions fan. Have been ever since I knew they existed, ever since I was a child. Much like the Saskatchewan Roughriders, it is a provincial team. It is the BC Lions. It's not the Vancouver Lions. It's
Right.
the BC Lions. But we do have other sports teams that are in bigger leagues. We have the Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah.
We used to have the Vancouver Grizzlies. There's talk about an NBA team coming back to British Columbia, but whatever. Like, we do have a one-up when it comes to major sporting teams and events in British Columbia, but still that pride of like, this is the provincial football team, the BC Lions. It's not the Ottawa Red Blacks and the Toronto Argonauts. It's not the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, even though, I mean, sure, it could be Manitoba, but
Yeah.
went with Winnipeg.
Yeah.
So I get it. I absolutely get it. But still, it was a little heartbreaking to sit there at the bar and Alicia look at me like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, you know, since you and I have known each other, and like, I don't have anything white and green or black and green, but the best I could do is a Deadpool shirt.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of peace that came over me. It was like, you know what, at least it's Daryl's team.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if it was the Blue Bombers, I'd be pissed off.
Yeah. I don't. I say that I wouldn't watch it if like the Bombers were in it, but I would watch it just to cheer for the other team playing Winnipeg, and I did for the last 5 years because Winnipeg did make it to the Grey Cup 5 years in a row, and it was annoying because Bomber fans would not shut up about it. You know, so like, okay, I'm going to be honest here. Like, there's a lot of shitty Rider fans too. You know, I think that goes with any fan base. Like, you go online and you see people trash talking that probably can't string together a sentence normally that shouldn't be trash talking. It's like, you know, check yourself before you wreck yourself. You know, like just you're making the rest of us look bad because you think that you're trying to be funny or whatever. It's like, just shut up.
Yeah, trying to be clever. You know, I get the home team pride, absolutely. Yeah. And it like I'll go to events, you know, the radio station's for promoting this, blah 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 blah, whatever. But if there's an important game on, like I'll get the occasional like, oh, what do you think? And like, I'm cheering for the BC Lions because they're my team.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I don't care. You asked me, now fuck off.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Like. And like, let a lot of people take it too damn seriously too. You know, we're watching a bunch of, you know, grown adults play a sport. You know, like it's not live or die. You know, okay, so apparently after Saskatchewan beat BC last week, someone was like, some apparent Rider fan, and I don't take ownership of him at all, or them, or I don't know who it was, but was sending death threats to like Nathan Rourke's wife. Like, grow up. Like, that's stupid. I don't understand it. Like, just people are.
That's over the line, like by a long shot.
Like, that person should go to jail for that, really.
Yeah, no,
you know,
without question.
Yeah. So,
do you remember? Okay, so reaching back, the Vancouver Canucks in the Stanley Cup playoffs back in '94.
Yes, we did talk about that.
Long,
and we talked about that last episode. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So one of my favorite radio stations, I was living in Vancouver at the time. I live in Prince George now.
Yeah.
I was living in Vancouver at the time, and one of my favorite radio stations still is to this day, 99.3, The Fox. They are and were the new rock station. They were the modern rock, new rock station. and they gave zero shits, but they were really good at trolling people. And they would do things like, I think it was like the first or second round of Vancouver Canucks were in the playoffs, and they took on the Calgary Flames, and the head coach for the Calgary Flames, great guy, got the Flames to that point, understandably, really, really talented coach, but had male pattern baldness. And the morning show did their absolute best to try to send him a cheesecake to apply to his head. To his hotel the night before a hockey game. Like, they would just do shit like that. Like, okay, annoying, but not interrupting too much stuff, right? Sending death threats is stupid.
Ribbing and like and doing it in a fun way, 100% go for it.
Yeah.
But like, don't incite violence.
No, God, no.
No. Like, and I think it was 2003 here, a Rider kicker, Paul McCallum, who ended up playing for BC, actually. He missed a crucial field goal in a playoff game. Like, bad. Someone went and dumped, like, I think, like, cow shit on his supposed driveway in Regina. But the funny part is that it wasn't actually his house; it was his neighbor's house.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Did you order manure?
Yeah. Yeah. Whoever did it screwed up the address. It's like, but even shit like that, like, grow up. Like, it's a fucking football game. Like, yeah, like I was a little bummed or whatever. Just like I was bummed when the Blue Jays lost. Yeah. It was like, you get that pit of like despair for about 35 seconds, and it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I mean, it like, and all that makes for good like talking, and conversation, but it's like, man, like, don't threaten people's lives. Like, that's fucking dumb.
It's ridiculous. I want to briefly touch on like the analytics of a sports team that makes it to the playoffs, because this is something I actually had a conversation with a good friend of ours, James, from Cincinnati, Ohio. Well, he's from Ohio, but he roots for his favorite NFL team, the Bengals. And they made it to the Super Bowl one year, and it was exciting. It was amazing, but they lost in the Super Bowl. And James, understandably, like, upset, absolutely. Like, I'm here cheering for his team as well, because none of the teams that I followed made it to the fucking Super Bowl. But he's like, this sucks. This is blah, 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 blah. Like, understandably upset. And I was like, well, okay, let's look at the analytics here. Like, they made it all this way. They made it to the Super Bowl. They made it to the big game. Sure, they did not win the championship, which fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But think about the revenue that they just earned by going those extra games, like the ticket sales, the merch, the advertising, everything like that. This is going to set them up for a good long while.
Oh, 100%. I mean, like, people said, like, the amount of money that Taylor Swift brought into Kansas City after she started showing up to games was over $1 billion.
Oh yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
Like it's like the merch sales and all of that shit. It's like, I mean, good, whatever. But I mean, the CFL needs they need a change of some sort in their marketing style, because it's fucking garbage right now.
Oh, it's so fucking stupid.
So I know the new commissioner is trying to put these new rules in that I think will actually deter the league more than help it. Trying to make it more NFL like. This morning he made a statement. It's like, well, we're gonna keep it, we're gonna keep it Canadian, but you're still changing a lot of things. That so apparently there's a meet and greet with him maybe this afternoon at a sports bar in Winnipeg, some conference. So yeah, and
the Grey Cup is in Winnipeg. So
exactly. So it's fans can come out and meet the commissioner. So I'm guessing he's going to get roasted. By angry CFL fans from every team. There's not one fan from, or like there's people from every team that are pissed off about this. I follow the CFL subreddit pretty closely during the season, and yeah, like the general consensus there, besides a few outliers, is that it's bad rule changes. So this
I can't see anyone other than someone who's already an established NFL fan, which, cool, whatever, fine. Be an NFL fan. I'm an NFL fan,
Yeah.
but I'm also a CFL fan. There is the National Football League and the Canadian Football League, and they're separate. They're different for a reason.
Yeah. And like there is a couple, or not a couple, like there is NFL fans out there that do watch the CFL because they call it quirky, and it's not an inaccurate description of it, because like it's quite a bit different from the NFL game. I don't watch the NFL personally. I find it boring personally. Yeah. But I can understand why people enjoy it. Like you do you. I'm gonna watch this instead. But
just on the surface level, the NFL is more of a running game, whereas the CFL is
big
there's
passes.
One last down, there's more yards, then it's a passing game.
Yeah.
So anyway,
100%. So this year, well, on Sunday, so it's Friday right now, Friday morning. Riders are playing Montreal in Winnipeg. Mm-hmm. The last 2 times that the Rough Riders have played Montreal in the Grey Cup, we lost both of them. The first one is pretty infamous. That was, and it's long enough. I can talk about it now because this one. Remember how I said about before, like a couple minutes ago, but like I felt bad for about 35 seconds and let stuff go. This one I never let go of.
Fair.
The infamous 13th man incident, where the end of the game, the Riders had it looked like they had won it, and then they got called for a 13th man penalty. So it moved.
Right. Explain that one to me, because
okay, so it was, I think there were zeros on the clock, or pretty close. Like there's next to no time left. Montreal was going to kick a substantially long field goal for them to win.
Right.
So they kicked the field goal and they missed. Montreal's kicker missed. So immediately after, they went and looked, I think, or actually even before the ball was kicked, there was a penalty flag. And then they went and counted, and there was 13 men on the field. There's only, it's 12. It's 12-man football. NFL is 11. Canadian football is 12. So the penalty was called. They moved up 5 yards or whatever it was for the penalty at the time. I'm not exactly. I think it was 5 yards. And Montreal did not miss the second time. Yeah. And then an entire province, broke down, mourned. Yeah. Yeah.
But there was 13 men on the field.
Yes, there was. Yeah. Yeah. And then the joke going around for a long time, it's like, okay, boys, if you're in a situation like this, bring a case of Pilsner out with you on the field, like 12 bottles. If you don't get a bottle of beer, get the fuck off the field.
Go back to the bench and look for your bottle of beer.
Exactly. It's hiding over there. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and since then, we've been the butt of jokes for, well, that was in 2009. That's 16 years. So it still goes on. We've kind of taken it on as ourselves now. Like we call ourselves the 13th man as fans, there's all sorts of merchandising and whatever. And the Believe logo has a 13 in it. It's it's because they call the fans the 13th player, and at home games, we definitely can be. It does make a difference. So we made it our own now. Then the Grey Cup in 2010, we played Montreal, and we just could not do anything against them. It didn't work, and we lost. So whatever. And yeah. Then
every year is a new opportunity, right?
Yeah.
It's not carbon copy the same coach, the same players, the same fitness level, right? So I would like to think statistically you're due.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so this year's Grey Cup again in Winnipeg. I don't know if we talked about this yet, but they announced the halftime show a while ago, and I'm not happy with it. MGK.
No?
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think that the opening act, which is Our Lady Peace, should have been the halftime act. And
They should have had that switched around.
Yeah, 100%. You have MGK come in for the pregame, have Our Lady Peace play halftime. But who knows? Like, maybe he's going to do a good job. I don't like his music. I think he's jumped around genres too much, because since Eminem slapped him a couple years ago, he kind of had to reinvent himself. So
shook the marbles loose.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. The last, when I went to the Grey Cup in 2013, they had Headley as the halftime show, and that guy since went to jail.
Yeah,
it's probably a good spot for him. The only cool thing about their halftime show is they had snowmobiles doing backflips on the field.
I remember that.
Yeah,
that's right.
That was cool. That part was cool. Everything else, Headley sucks. But
Headley sucks.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine, Matt, he went to the 100th Grey Cup. He bought tickets ahead of time. He was like, I'm doing this. I think it was in Toronto.
Yeah, it was.
We're going to the Grey Cup. I'm like, cool, right on. Cool, awesome. Sounds like a lot of fun. And then they announced Justin Bieber was a halftime show. And I bugged him for years. Like, you flew across the province to go see a Justin Bieber concert.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, yeah, you cannot live that down.